People with mental health issues struggle every day trying to get help. And the example that I just displayed was an analogy of a kid who needed someone to talk. Needed to talk to. Wait. Needed to talk to. Imagine you didn't come to school because you had the flu or the cold. Imagine that you went up to your parents to tell them that you have the flu or a broken bone. And their response is to suck it up. Then you went to your teacher to tell them that you weren't feeling well. And their response is, I'm not sure what the rules are for me to talk to you about this. Probably I should send you to the counseling office. Then you went to your best friend and they ignored the topic. So they can tell you a funny thing that happened during lunchtime. At this point, you might be frustrated and understandably tired. This is how people with mental health issues struggle every day trying to get help. Welcome, class, director, teachers, and the class of 2016. My name is Miguel Perea, and this is my senior talk. Today when I woke up, I had anxiety of doing this. Standing in the middle of the stage with my community members, classmates, and teachers are here to see my senior talk. One thing that my support group told me was to visualize my audience in their underwear, but I do not think it's helping. My service learning experience was a support group where any students can come and talk what they're going through. The support group is located outside the library on Wednesdays during lunchtime with the help of Ms. Cooley. I wanted to establish this support group ever since my 11th grade year. However, when my senior year began, I knew this was my last chance to make it happen. Last year, I approached several teachers. Many turned me down, and several referred me to someone else. Days later, I went to the counseling office and started knocking on people's door, till finally, Ms. Cooley answered. I approached Ms. Cooley with this idea of creating a support group, and she agreed that it was an amazing concept that would help teenagers in any age group. And on that exact day, October the 3rd, 2015, the support group was born. My main goal was to give life to it. And you know it's not easy to give life to a program, but working small steps every day with the support of your friends and with the support of Ms. Cooley, we created the support group. If I was sitting in the audience, I'll be asking, why do you want to establish a support group, Miguel? Well, that, Miguel, is a really good question. I wanted to establish a support group because we're a small family that listens to each other's stories and give ourselves guidance. Many use it for overcoming depression or anxiety or the negative aspects that come in everyday lives for everyone. As Ms. Cooley once mentioned, it is something that every school should provide for their students if they're not comfortable with going to the counseling office. It may prefer to bond with other teenagers that may be going through the same struggles they're going. In our support group, there are not many rules and expectations, only the most relevant ones. The first expectation would be listening, which means that we only listen to each other's stories. The second expectation is respectful. And it doesn't matter you're in a support group or not. It is something that every human being should have. Being open. Being open is a tremendous part of talking about your problems. Talking honest is a part of doing this, to be honest with oneself. Every time somebody opens up to our support group, there's a paper in the middle of a table which is listed 5 options. In the one that they pick, we as a group, we find solutions for them to overcome those struggles. The first option they can choose is just listen to me, which means that we only listen to that individual without saying nothing. The second one is brainstorm some options for me, which means that we need to brainstorm. We need to find solutions for them to overcome those struggles they're going through. The third one is share experience. Have you experienced something like this? How did you overcome this? The fourth is give me some advice. And the last one, help me get help. Those are the 5 options they can choose from. One common question that is being asked to doctors and experts is, how do you diagnose depression? Well, today, I brought you a really special guest, a doctor that you may all know. And his name is one second. God. Oh my gosh. My name is Dr. Perea Miguel. Blood tests. Well, the question was, how do you diagnose depression? Well, blood tests and other expensive laboratory tests help us make a conclusive diagnosis. In fact, talking with the patient may be the biggest tool a physician can have. Also, teenagers suffer from anxiety illness may be the biggest illness in the United States, affecting 40 million adults at the age of 18 and older. A support group is a place for people to come, share ideas or experiences, or get emotional support from one another. As research shows that each year, 5,000 young people at the age of 15 to 24 commit suicide. And the rate has nearly tripled since 1960. And it is the 3rd leading cause of death. Thank you. Wow. Let's give it up for Dr. Perea, you guys. Thank you so much, Dr. Perea. That was so informative. If you come up to me asking me why somebody has to join a support group, well, I would give you a list of 6 reasons why you should join a support group. The first reason that I would give you is it will help you more ways than you realize. Not only that, but also it will help you through thick and thin. Also, it will help you to come out of your comfort zone. The fourth, it will help you feel much more relaxed. The fifth, it will help you make new friendships. And my own personal favorite is it will help you make others feel better. When joining a support group, there are a couple of benefits of doing this. Those are feeling less loneliness or isolated, gaining empowerment of confidence and control, talking openly and honestly about your feelings. Next, I will show you a video of our support group and the things that we've been doing. And before the video starts, there's going to be 3 questions. And I want you to keep those 3 questions in mind. Let's take a look.
I was actually excited. It's encouraging to know that young people want support and help, and that you were reaching out to someone for that support and help. Oftentimes, teenagers and adolescents internalize and they keep everything inside, and then something little happens and they end up exploding. So this gave me an opportunity to share some of the things about support groups and what I've learned, and allow you guys to talk to one another and help one another just through conversation, which is what a support group is. A support group is someone who is like-minded, someone who's going through the same struggles that you're going through, and it helps you to understand a little bit better and helps you know that you're not alone. I think that's the biggest part of teen support groups.
Reasons I decided to come to the support group was because my depression was stopping me from getting activities done in school, such as projects with other people, or actually turning in assignments and doing them correctly, or even trying to do them. This support group did help me. It helped me a lot in class. So instead of being all sad and moody in class and out of school, actually, I'd be a lot more pumped up, and I just knew that I could go somewhere to express my feelings.
Teens in support groups, yes, it is a help. They're springing up all over in Southeast. There's support groups where teens can just come in, they can sit, they can voice their opinion, and I think the key is them not being judged, them not being, you know, well, you can't say that or you can't say this. They're allowed to be who they are in a support group. They're not there to impress anybody. They're not there to show off. They're just there to be themselves. And I think that's the key. I think that's what helps them the most. And even if it is an adult listening, to know that adult is not going to judge them, to know that that adult does care, and we actually ask them, what is it you would like for the group to do? Would you like the group to listen? Would you like the group to give you advice? We asked the students what they wanted in the support group, and I think that was the key for this particular group.
That is one of the huge reasons why I wanted to create a support group, to make at least one person, that he or she, in this case, she, that she's not alone. The individuals in that table had the same struggles or similar problems, but overcame those struggles. Before I end my senior talk, I just want to say, if you know someone that is anxious or has anxiety, please take them to a support group or to a teacher or to a counseling office for them to have the opportunity to finally open up and talk about their feelings. Thank you, and this concludes my senior talk.